Covina Coin and Jewelry, www.covinacoin.com.
Hi, this is Jay and Dave from Covina Coin, and we're here today to talk to you a little bit about handling your coin, storing your coin, and general care for your coin and your coin collection. So Dave, let's take a look.
Jay, as we mentioned in our previous video about the values of the coins, I had mentioned that condition is a key factor.
Right.
So it's very important when we're handling our coins to just be very gentle with them. We want to make sure that we don't damage them in any way. So it's always a great idea to handle the coin by the outer edges or the rim of the coin. I would like to grab the coin by the edge here on the left-hand side of the coin, the left-hand side of the obverse, if we remember from our previous video, and the right-hand side. And just kind of handle the coin as so, from the sides of the coin.
And David, one of the things that I've been told is that we carry a lot of oils and sweat and dirt on our hands, and that's one of the main reasons that we're not supposed to kind of press it on there and smudge it into the coin. Now, is that correct?
That is correct, Jay. We want to avoid from touching the tops of the coins because, like you said, those oils will seep into the coin, into the metal, and then over time the coin could turn different colors. It will tarnish, and sometimes that's it'll come out not looking so pretty.
And that definitely, as we said before, that definitely impacts, the value of a coin. And so if we're a collector of coins, and one of our key concerns is making sure that our coins not only look nice, but also retain their value, correct?
Correct.
And so right there alone, holding those coins by their side, making sure that we just pay attention to kind of how we handle our coins. Something as small as that can really help impact the value, correct?
Correct, Jay.
All right, Dave, now that we've taken a look at how to properly handle the coin, why don't you kind of show us how to properly store the coins?
Well, Jay, here at Covina Coin, there's a variety of different ways that you can store your coins, but what we like to do is use a cardboard 2x2. As you can see in the stock box, we're using the 2x2 holders, and what we'll do with the coin is once we grab the 2x2, 2 inches by 2 inches, is we'll place the coin with the obverse side up and the folded side down into the holder like this. Just give it a nice fold. It's already creased there for you. I'll take a pair of a stapler here, and I'm going to give it 4 staples real quick here. And then what I'm going to do after that, Jay, is I'm going to take a pair of pliers, and I'm going to pinch these staples down. The reason being, as you can see in our stock box here, is that the coins fit flush together, and there's no chance of a staple catching the back side of a coin. So that's how we like to do it.
Now that we've taken a look at the cardboard 2x2s, I see that you've put down here something that kind of looks like plastic.
It does look like plastic, Jay, but in fact, this is a Mylar vinyl flip.
Gotcha.
These are much more safe and secure than the old plastic flips that were used some 20 or 30 years ago. We're finding today that those old plastic flips contained PVC residue, which wound up getting on the coin, onto the surface of the coin, and doing a lot of damage to the coin. So these flips here are safe. They're great. Collectors love them because they have 2 openings, one for the coin and perhaps the other part for information of the coin.
Gotcha.
What I would recommend you do when you're going to insert your coin into this Mylar flip is to make sure that you have a nice pocket, a nice opening here. We want to avoid slide marks on the coin, and we want to drop the coin right in here, give it one little push down, flip it over, a nice little crease across the top. You're good to go.
All right, Dave, now that we've taken a look at the 2x2 coin flips for storing your coins, I see that you have here something that looks a little more like a plastic kind of carrying case.
Well, this is a hard plastic, so don't be concerned about that PVC that I just mentioned.
Excellent.
This is a nice storage case here. I would recommend the collectors put maybe their higher valued coins or coins that they're going to present as perhaps gifts.
Oh.
They store really well, and they give a nice
presentation.
A nice presentation. There we go, Jay. And what's nice about these particular airtights or plastic or hard snap plastics is the rubber insert that goes inside of the plastic. It'll prevent the coin from sliding back and forth and maybe damaging the rims.
Gotcha. So it's a safe, secure, highly presentable way then to store your coin.
You're right, Jay.
David, so we've kind of taken a look at some of the individual storage devices. Now we're going to take a look at something that you had called a tube, I believe?
This is a tube, Jay. We like to use these, and most collectors prefer to use a plastic tube when they're storing their generic bulk coins. In this case, I have a nice quantity of American Silver Eagles, and none of them being of great collector value, but more of investment value, and they're only traded for their weight in silver. So these can just be stored away. They can be stacked, handled. And what I like to do with these is just kind of funnel them in from the side. Want to be careful not to drop them all in at once. And we're just going to push it down, put the lid on, store them away in the safe.
Sounds good. That looks fantastic. Okay, Dave. So now that we've kind of seen how to handle the coins and how to store the coins, I remember one time you had told me never ever wash or clean your coins. But there are certain cases that people do decide to go ahead and wash their coins. Isn't that right, Dave?
That's true, Jay. Some people like to get a better look at their coin, and there are things we can do to give the coin a little bit brighter of an appearance. Sometimes that's not always the best thing to do. I don't recommend it most of the time, but let's just show them what we're talking about, Jay.
Okay. Well, what we're going to be using here is a product that's called the EZEST coin cleaner. And we just put a little bit of it into a bowl of water here. And Dave, if you can kind of show them the coin.
Well, what we've done is like Jay said, we put a little of this Jewel Ester or Easy Zest into a bowl of Tupperware. You can dilute it if you want with a little bit of water. What we have here is we have a tarnished or toned Morgan silver dollar. It has a little bit of dark color to it. It's not the most attractive piece. Personally, I would leave the coin like this, but there might be a collector out there that just wants to kind of clean it up a little bit. So what we can do is just a quick dip, a couple of seconds, and as you can see, this coin is now white, bright, and shiny.
Wow, that was fast. Now, Dave, I've seen some coins brought into the store before that had glue. Some of them had paper somehow stuck to it as if it was glued to a card or something to that effect. So show us kind of how we deal with something like that.
Well, Jay, once again, I'm not a big fan of cleaning coins, but we can use a solution called acetone. And acetone, I think another word is nail polish remover. What we can do is take a Q-tip, dip it in to the acetone, and you can see with this silver dollar, I have a lot of yellow glue on there. So I have an acetone, or I have a Q-tip here that's been soaked in the acetone, and if I just kind of splash it around, it's going to take a little bit of time because this glue is thick and heavy, but as you can see by my Q-tip, this dirt and grime and glue is going to slowly go away.
All right, Dave, well, thank you so much. That was very informative, and I hope you guys at home learned a little something as well. Next time what we'll be talking about is currency. We're going to be taking a look at a few of the different currency notes that we have here in the shop and kind of how to tell if a currency note that you have is valuable. Thanks again from Covina Coin, and we'll see you next time.
Covina Coin and Jewelry, www.covinacoin.com.